Wir schauen mal. Es ist ein bisschen auch entscheidungsbasiert, wie ich gehört habe. Es ist mehr oder weniger auch ein Visual Novel. Aber bevor es jetzt wieder in Doki Doki Literature Club Vorlesestunden ausartet, ich glaube, es ist zumindest zu einem sehr großen Teil vertont. Es gibt Horrorsachen anscheinend. Egal welche Schrecken du in diesen dunklen Orten begegnest, fasst dir ein Herz, bahnt dir einen Weg hindurch. Es gibt keine frühzeitigen Enden. Es gibt keine falschen Entscheidungen. Es gibt nur neue, unverbrauchte Perspektiven und Neuanfänge. Das ist eine Liebesgeschichte. Wir lassen einfach mal alles ein, ne? Text automatisch weiterblättern. Ja, ja, ja. Wir lassen einfach mal alles. Ansonsten Untertiteleinstellung. Wir machen mal alles auf Englisch. Dann deckt sich das, glaube ich, mit dem, was wir jetzt gleich hören. Ich mache vielleicht auch direkt mal ein bisschen lauter. Oder sagt ihr, das ist okay? Ja, bisher hört man noch nicht so viel, ne? Ist gut. Okay, jetzt habe ich es schon umgestellt, aber ich denke, so wird es gut sein. Let's go! The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Genau, und das ist die Aufhängung für das Spiel. Explore the end of the world? What you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world's because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. So maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Sweet. Viva la Revolution! Turn around and leave. Komm, first ending.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Ich habe mich die ganze Zeit gefragt, warum wackelt das so komisch? Es wackelt mit meiner Controllerhaltung. Übrigens hier immer noch, ne? Limited Edition Controller. PS1 Style. 30th Anniversary. Richtig cool. Danke an PlayStation, dass ich mir das selber kaufen durfte. 300 Euro. Nee, hat genauso viel gekostet wie ein normaler Controller. Turn around again and leave again. Ja.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But
Ich
fine.
bin wieder in den
Turn
Woods.
around and trek back down
Okay.
the path you came.
Ist Englisch okay für euch? Ich denke schon, ne?
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the
Ah.
cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Okay. Okay. Naja, komm, jetzt bin ich den Weg
There's always a
anderen gegangen.
choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes, glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin.
Okay.
And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Das war das erste Kapitel.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. She actually ended the world.
Last I checked, there wasn't any last time. We've just met, you and I.
Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
Ja, das
The world
stimmt.
hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Ich bin gespannt, in welche Richtung es noch geht. Also, Stanley Parable war ja wirklich auch sehr, sehr gut. Und die Inspiration ist hier auch ganz klar zu sehen, ne? Okay. Okay, natürlich. Wir werden die Princess direkt slayen.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any
Ach, jetzt sind hier wirklich die Wände.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there. such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched, the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. Okay. Oh, good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Ne, Explore, ne?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Okay.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Was mit unserer Hand?
And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Okay, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with...
Oh, throw the blade oder nicht? Nee, wir gehen jetzt zur Princess, ne? Die haben schon genug drum gelabert. Wir gehen jetzt mit dem Messer zur Princess rein.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Harsh stairs to the left.
You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your legs, until there's nothing left in them to feel. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice, your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapour. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone-deep chill. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to
Ich dachte,
untether.
es gibt keine wrong choice.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Oh,
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
do you know why you're down here? Das ist doch eine gute Frage.
Maybe it's because I'm dangerous.
Vielleicht.
But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
Naja, letztes Mal
Does it matter?
bin ich hier gar nicht reingegangen.
Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Okay. Try and free her. Oh. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Slay the... Achso, das sind 2 Sachen gleichzeitig. 3 Sachen gleichzeitig. Schwierig. What's your name erstmal?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really. It doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it? What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs manage to chew you up, I will devour you. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
Es ist immer noch die Dreifach-Antwort hier, die mich ein bisschen stutzig macht. If I let you out, what are you going to do?
I don't think what I'd do really matters, does it? I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer.
Ja, das ist richtig.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
There is more of you now.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin? I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do, all chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I, which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You could always start by stabbing her.
Hey, aber wen?
Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her.
Ich weiß ja nicht.
Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay, ich habe nur noch eine Option. Dann probieren wir's.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife aiming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Eee.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No. It's going to be okay. Das finde ich auch gut. Ah! Was? Hä? Wie? But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone. Replaced with something
gone.
else.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone, yeah?
He is. Does that mean the world ended? What are we supposed to do now?
Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Wie Voice of the Hero? Ich dachte, ich bin der Hero. Jetzt bin ich noch jemand weiteres? The mirror never scared you before, yeah?
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Ja gut, aber es ist die letzte Chance.
Don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It's me? You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Gift of Fragile Vessel bin wahrscheinlich ich, huh? Let her out of there! Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Ah, schade.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
I you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay.
She is part of me, and part of me is her. You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Naja, ich muss ja wissen, in wen ich mein Messer gleich vergrabe.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
The hero. I'm a person.
A person, a set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Vielleicht ist sie ja wirklich wenn man jetzt mehrere Cycle durchspielt hat, vielleicht ist sie dann wirklich irgendwann ganz und dann bricht man quasi so diesen Cycle. How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay, gut zu wissen. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
To mold? Sind da die Schimmelbrüder am Werk? Die Schimmelbrüder.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? Yeah? I want to forget? Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. A rich and vibrant heart. Bring the stranger to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and
The real Slay the Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it.
at the end of that
Okay.
path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ich habe das Gefühl, wir sind viel zu schnell in eines der abgezweigteren Enden geraten. You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting R1. Okay, cool. Alles klar.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow. Aber die Princess ist hübsch. Ich würde jetzt mal versuchen, einen straighten Weg zu gehen, um sie zu slayen und dann mal gucken. Silently continue. Nee, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Wir
You make your
probieren's
way
mal.
up
Wir
the
haben eh nicht mehr so
short
viel
path
Zeit.
to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He doesn't. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Okay.
The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks
Das
open,
ist eine ganz normale
revealing
Treppe.
a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Sowas in der Art. Das ist eigentlich die beste Antwort.
Then drop the knife.
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Can we just talk?
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing.
Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep
Nein.
your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to the jaw.
Hesitation is defeat.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Flee and lock her in the basement. Nein, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Adversary. Ah, ja, guck mal.
You're on a path, and you're here to
But I died. Ja. Ich glaube, das ist für den ersten Eindruck auch schon ganz okay. Eigentlich ganz cool. Bisher wird ein bisschen viel geredet. Aber es ist ganz nett. Und so wie sich die Story entwickelt hat, schon so im ersten Durchlauf, scheint da auf jeden Fall noch viel mehr hinter zu sein. Ich glaube, ich werde es weiterspielen. Wir sehen uns dann am Dienstag wieder. Ich bedanke mich bei euch. Sende Herzen an euch raus. Sage eine gute Nacht. Ein schönes Wochenende. Und ja, hoffentlich bis Dienstag, ne? Tschö. Tschö, tschö, tschö.